Soundstripe.
Cell and cell theory. A cell is the smallest unit of living matter. It is the smallest unit of life. Cell is the structural and functional unit of organs. Cells are 70% water and nearly 30% carbon. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. Cells carry out thousands of biochemical reactions each minute and reproduce new cells that perpetuate life. Cell theory is one of the basic concepts of biology. Unicellular organism consist of only one cell. Example, bacteria and protozoa. Most are microscopic organisms, not visible to the naked eye. Multicellular organisms composed of many cells working in concert. Examples, plants, animals and fungi. Most are visible to the naked eye.
Cell theory. All organisms are composed of one or more cells. New cells arise from previously existing cells. Cells are capable of self-reproduction. Cells contain hereditary information which is passed from cell to cell during cell division. Cell components 1. Plasma membrane 2. Region containing DNA 3. Cytoplasm 4. Biochemical molecules and biochemical pathways. The many types and sizes of cell are listed here. Types of cells. There are two main groups of cells, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. They differ not only in their appearance but also in their structure, reproduction, and metabolism. Prokaryotic 1. Small and simple, no nucleus, no membrane-bound organelles. Example, bacteria. Most are unicellular. 2. Divided into two domains, bacteria and archaea. Cell division involves binary fission. Eukaryotic 1. Large and complex, have a nucleus, which contains DNA, genetic material. 2. Membrane-bound organelles and nucleus. Examples, fungi, plants, animals. 3. Mainly multicellular organism. 4. Involved from prokaryotic cells. Cell division involves mitosis or meiosis. The following are the differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms.
Cell division and reproduction.
Cell division is the process by which a parent cell divides into two or more daughter cells. 1. Mitosis is the process by which new cells are generated, leaving the daughter cell capable of dividing again. 2. Eukaryotes practice mitosis. 3. The corresponding sort of cell division in prokaryotes is known as binary fission. 4. In binary fission, the living cell divides into two equal, or nearly equal parts. It begins when the DNA of the cell is replicated. 5. In meiosis, a cell is permanently transformed into a gamete and cannot divide again until fertilization. DNA is the cell's genetic material. Chromosomes are the carriers of this genetic information. Cells go through a cell cycle that has 3 control checkpoints. Cell division increase the number of somatic body cells, and consist of mitosis, division of nucleus, cytokinesis, division of the cytoplasm, apoptosis. Cell death decreases of the number of cell. What cell reproduction accomplishes? Reproduction, the birth of new organism, occurs much more often at the cellular level. Within your body, millions of cells must divide every second to maintain your 60 trillion cells. Cell division plays a role in the replacement of lost or damaged cell. Cell reproduction and growth.
Passing on genes from cell to cell. 1. Cell division results in two daughter cells which are both genetically identical to the parent cell. 2. Before a parent cell divides, it must duplicate its chromosomes, one set into two sets. Chromosomes are structures that contain the cell's genetic blueprint, DNA. During cell division, one set of chromosomes is distributed to each daughter cell. The reproduction of organism. Asexual reproduction, offspring are genetic replicas of the parent. Single-celled organism reproduce by simple cell division. Many multicellular organisms can reproduce asexually. There is one simple principle of inheritance in asexual reproduction. There is a lone parent and each offspring has identical genes. Mitosis is a form of asexual reproduction. Binary fission. Prokaryotic cells reproduce via binary fission. This process results in the reproduction of a living prokaryotic cell by division to grow to the size of the original cell. Binary fission begins with DNA replication. In this process, DNA is replicated, and the cell splits into two equal parts, each with a copy of the cell's DNA. The eukaryotic cell cycle. In eukaryotic, there is a very orderly progression of events that takes place between the formation of a new cell and the division of the parent cell into two new daughter cells. Result of cell cycle: more cells. One cell becomes 2, which become 4, then 8, etc. Eukaryotic cells reproduce via the creation of two identical diploid cells from one diploid cell. Diploid 2N refers to the total number of chromosomes in autosomal non-sexual cells.
The cell cycle is the sequence of growth and division of cell. The cell theory: 1. Cell arise from pre-existing cells. 2. The process by which this occurs is called cell division. Any sexually reproducing organism starts its life cycle from a single-celled zygote. Cell division does not stop with the formation of the mature organism but continues throughout its life cycle. The stage through which a cell passes from one division to the next is called the cell cycle. The cell cycle is an orderly sequence of events that occurs from the time when a cell is first formed until it divides into two new cells. Interphase, a period of preparation for cell division. Mitosis, M phase, the actual period of cell division. Most of a cell's life is spent in interphase. Normal cell functions are carried out in interphase. Some of cells never leave interphase. Interphase is further subdivided into G1, S, G2. G1 phase, cell growth. Cell doubles its organelles, accumulates material for DNA synthesis. S phase, the phase of DNA replication and chromosome duplication. G2 phase, cell synthesizes proteins needed for cell division. Cell cycle results in cell multiplication. Most cells in an organism divide on a regular basis. Dividing cells undergo a cycle sequence of steps which are repeated during each division.
The life cycle of humans. The human life cycle requires both mitosis and meiosis. In males, meiosis occurs as spermatogenesis, the production of sperms. In females, meiosis occurs as oogenesis, the production of egg cells. Mitosis is involved in the growth of a child and repair of tissues during life. In humans, both sperm cell and the egg cell have 23 chromosomes each. The 46 chromosomes represent 23 pairs of homologous chromosomes.
Soundstripe.